It's resuming this week. Many students will join the scramble to return to India. For those that don't get home, a kindly lifeline will still be required for some time. Michael Buchanan, BBC News, East London.
Now, the pandemic has created immense difficulties for people with special needs, especially those with vulnerable immune systems who are forced to self-isolate. But in Oxford, music is being used to ease the challenges of the lockdown. The Soundabout Inclusive Choir has harnessed technology to support its members, as Fergal Keane reports.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
A voice from a deep confinement. Music helps make isolation bearable for Sam Pittick, aged 37. He has a vulnerable immune system and can't leave home.
Was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind.
And when you're all singing together, what does that feel like?
I feel more powerful when I'm singing. I open to my own voice and the power of music.
Now it's got to this 5th week. It's very, very difficult for him.
Sam's mum, Anne, keeps a video diary, here filming his daily exercise.
That's lovely. Good lad.
She's in her 70s, her husband in his 80s, both with severe underlying health conditions. The carers, who once visited Sam every day, can't come anymore.
We're sort of struggling on with it, and the carer usually do it through the phone from him. Come on, Sam, you've got to get in the bath, you've got to get washed, and things like that.
It means no more face-to-face sessions with his beloved choir. Founded last year by the charity Soundabout and at the centre of life for dozens of special needs people in Oxford. For different families, different challenges. Choir drummer Matthew Nichols was born blind and unable to speak. He cherishes the human touch of his brother CJ, of his parents. But Matthew lives in supported accommodation and because of the virus can't have visits. His mum Sophia and father Nigel bring freshly baked bread which they leave at the entrance for their child.
You know, he likes to give you a big hug and a squeeze and a kiss. We miss him quite a lot. I mean, I must be honest and say that I do miss him. I miss him because also not knowing how long this lockdown is going to be for, you kind of think, okay, if it's only a few weeks, which is what I thought it was originally, then at least, you know, we'd be able to see him. But now it's you know, we don't know how long it's going to be.
But in a time of general anxiety, what's striking about the choir families is their optimism and good humour. 14 years ago, Edward Shryan was too weak to cry. Listen to him now. What does the Soundabout Choir, what does it mean to you?
Incredible. It's changed my life and I think I'm just lost for words.
Let me ask you a very fundamental question. What does he mean to you?
You mean everything, don't you, Ed?
Oh my God! Fancy, that's the right answer. I mean, fancy.
It drives me insane.
Fancy, the right answer.
But there is another reason for laughter. Using video conference, the choir overcomes isolation and reunites. And Matthew hears the sound of his mother's laughter. Lily Bartlett, blind with special educational needs, taught herself piano and leads in the choir's version of an anthem for our times.
When you get what you want, but not what you need. Lights will guide you home. Every night your bones.
Fergal Keane, BBC News, Oxford.
How lovely. Time for a look at the weather now with